Feel the calm as we journey through tonight's heartwarming tale. Petunia and Rose, a tale of compassion. This story is about Petunia, a kind-hearted girl, and Rose, a gnome, who form a deep bond through acts of compassion. Once upon a time, in a certain village surrounded by lush rainforests, lived a kind-hearted girl named Petunia. She was known for her love of animals and her gentle nature. One sunny morning, while she was tending her garden adorned with colorful flowers, she noticed a tiny, frail gnome named Rose hiding behind a tree. Rose was trembling with fear, as he had been separated from his family during a forest adventure. With compassion in her eyes, Petunia gently approached him, offering him a safe place to stay until he found his family. She invited Rose into her cozy cottage, giving him a warm meal and a comfortable bed. The next day, Petunia and Rose set out on a journey to find his family. They walked through enchanting woods, crossed sparkling streams, and met various forest creatures along the way. Petunia's kindness and Rosie's courage led them to an old owl who had seen Rosie's family nearby. With the owl's guidance, they finally reunited Rose with his family. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Rose and his family invited Petunia to their hidden village as a token of their appreciation. From that day on, Petunia and Rose shared a special bond. Their friendship taught the villagers the true meaning of compassion, showing that kindness and understanding could bridge any gap, no matter how small or large. Okay, now let's wander into a new tale. Euphorbia and the Kind Witch of Shells. This story is about a girl named Euphorbia and a kind witch named Sedge, who use a magical shell to bring prosperity to their village. Once upon a time, in a charming coastal village, lived a kind-hearted girl named Euphorbia. She loved collecting shells by the shore, each one a tiny treasure. One evening, she found an unusual shell that shimmered under the moonlight. Curious, she picked it up and held it to her ear, hearing whispers of an ancient magic. The next day, Euphorbia decided to visit the kind witch Sedge, who lived in a cozy cottage in the nearby forest. Sedge was known for her wisdom and gentle magic. Euphorbia showed Sedge the shimmering shell, and Sedge's eyes twinkled with recognition. She explained, "This shell holds the essence of the ocean spirit," and proposed a midnight ritual to unleash its power. As the clock struck midnight, Euphorbia and Sedge stood by the shore, the moon casting a silvery glow on the sand. Together, they chanted ancient words, and the shell began to glow brightly. A magnificent wave rose from the sea, revealing a stunning sea goddess. The goddess thanked them for freeing her and granted Euphorbia a wish. Euphorbia wished for the well-being of her village. The goddess smiled, promising prosperity and abundance to the village. The next morning, the village awakened to find the sea brimming with fish and the fields flourishing with crops. Euphorbia became a beloved figure in the village for bringing such blessings. In that day on, Euphorbia and Sedge remained close friends, their bond strengthened by the magic of the shells. Together, they continued to explore the mysteries of the ocean and beyond, finding joy and adventure in every tide. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. Gloxinia and Buttercup's Compromise. This story is about Gloxinia and her dog Buttercup, who learn the value of compromise during a sunny afternoon picnic by the river. A kind-hearted young woman with a deep love for animals lived in a cozy cottage surrounded by lush meadows and blooming flowers. Her days were spent tending to her garden, painting, and spending time with her loyal dog named Buttercup. Buttercup was a golden retriever with a silky coat and a playful spirit. He loved to run through the meadows, chasing butterflies and rolling in the soft grass. One sunny afternoon, Kawaii decided it was the perfect day for a picnic by the river. She packed a basket with fresh sandwiches, juicy apples, and Buttercup's favorite treats. As they reached the riverbank, Kawaii spread out a checkered blanket and the two of them settled down. Kawaii enjoyed reading a book while Buttercup played nearby. Suddenly, Buttercup noticed a family of ducks swimming gracefully in the river. His curiosity got the better of him, and he dashed off to chase them, splashing into the water. Kawaii called out to him, worried that he might scare the ducks or hurt himself. Buttercup, however, was having too much fun to listen. Kawaii knew she had to think of a way to get Buttercup to compromise. She understood his playful nature, but also knew that the ducks needed their space. After a moment of thought, she had an idea. She pulled out a small rubber ball from the picnic basket, something Buttercup loved to fetch. She caught his attention with the ball and gently bounced it on the ground. Buttercup's ears perked up, and he bounded towards her. Kawaii led him a few yards away from the river, ensuring the ducks were safe. She tossed the ball, and Buttercup eagerly retrieved it, wagging his tail. They played fetch for a while, with Buttercup's joy filling the air. As the sun began to set, Kawaii sat back down on the blanket, and Buttercup lay beside her, panting lightly. She stroked his fur and spoke softly, explaining why it was important to respect the ducks and give them their space. Buttercup seemed to understand, nuzzling her hand affectionately. The bond between Kawaii and Buttercup grew even stronger that day as they both learned the value of compromise. Kawaii realized that while Buttercup loved to play, he could also be gentle and considerate. Buttercup learned that sometimes he needed to control his excitement for the sake of others. They packed up their picnic and walked back home under the twilight sky, content and happy. The meadows around them were bathed in golden hues, and the sound of chirping crickets filled the evening air. From that day on, whenever they visited the river, Buttercup would glance at the ducks but stay close to Kawaii. Their understanding and respect for one another made their adventures even more enjoyable. Through compromise, they found a way to keep each other happy and considerate of the world around them. Another gentle tale is ready to be shared. Achilea and the Strength of the Singing Meadow. This story is about Achilea, who finds strength and protection for her village in the enchanted singing meadow called Zinnia. In a tranquil village nestled between rolling hills and shimmering streams, there lived a human named Achilea. She was known for her kind heart and gentle spirit, always finding solace in the melodies of nature. One early morning, as the mist clung to the earth like a soft blanket, Achilea wandered into the singing meadow called Zinnia. This meadow was no ordinary place. It was renowned for its enchanting tunes that seemed to emanate from the flowers themselves. As Achilea stepped into Zinnia, the air was alive with harmonies that felt like the meadow was singing a lullaby just for her. The flowers swayed and whispered, their petals rustling in a symphony of gentle rustling. In the heart of the meadow stood an ancient tree, its branches stretching towards the heavens. It was said that this tree, known as the heartwood, held the strength of the entire meadow within its roots. Achilea often visited the heartwood when she needed courage or comfort, feeling its silent power resonate through her being. One day, a fierce storm threatened the village. The skies darkened, and the winds howled like lost spirits. Achilea knew that the villagers had to seek refuge, so she guided them to Zinnia, hoping the meadow's strength could protect them. As they arrived, the singing meadow's melody changed, becoming a powerful anthem of resilience. The heartwood's branches seemed to grow taller, sheltering everyone from the storm's fury. Achilles stood by the hearthwood, drawing strength from its unwavering presence. Through the night, the storm raged, but the heartwood and the singing meadow held firm. When dawn broke, the storm had passed, and the villagers emerged to find Zinnia untouched, its beauty and strength intact. Achilles realized that the strength of the singing meadow wasn't just in its enchanting songs or ancient tree, but in the harmony and unity it represented. With a heart full of gratitude, Achilles vowed to always protect and honor Zinnia, knowing its strength would forever be a beacon of hope for her and the village. Good night, may peace and comfort surround you.